guys
There we
and gals, me Mudahar.
I'm kind of curious about the.
You know,
Bro, why
chances
is
are you
Mr.
probably know
Darkbird?
one of the largest channels on YouTube, Mr. Beast, 300 plus million subscribers, massive channel. And you probably also know of some of the people that appear on Mr. Beast's channel, aside from Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
One of them being Ava Chris Tyson, who is by far one of the most popular online, but also becoming one of the most controversial online
Yeah,
creators.
I would say popular within reason.
Now, obviously, you know, I'm going to get the elephant out of the room in this situation. Ava is a trans woman.
Yeah.
And months ago, when, you know, looking into Ava Tyson and the, you know, other creators that have actually made videos on her, people like Sunny V2, for instance.
Yeah.
Now, in the last few days over the weekend,
Sunny's was crazy.
with allegations that Chris Tyson was talking inappropriately to a minor, basically making inappropriate jokes with people that were, I believe, 13, 14 at the time. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, as an adult, you probably shouldn't be speaking, you know, in any form of candid way
What
like
is
that
gameplay?
with a minor. But these are things that I want to seriously look into because these are very life-ruining level of allegations, and obviously I think everyone should take serious care into reporting and looking into this kind of stuff. So I decided to actually reach out to some of the people affected. But the other thing I've noticed on the internet, which I'll mention for fair sake, is because of the trans identity I mentioned at the beginning, this has become a culture war talking point. And you'll find discourse like, this person's Chris Tyson setting the entire clock back like 200 years or whatever.
I know a lot of people have been saying that, and I'm saying I'm mixed on this about the whole LGBT community back generations, because people are like, how everyone was like saying that all LGBT members are pedophiles and stuff. I'm not gonna say I agree with that, but in like the stance of it, because one person cannot define an individual. Is what I think. And a lot of people have been saying that. The thing we don't know fully, is like how it's going to impact the LGBT community. I really want to, hold on, let me pull up my Discord for a minute. And, hold on. Let me see if she would join, if this girl is awake or not. I want to talk to another trans girl. I'm at the I don't think she wouldn't mind joining me on stream for a minute to talk about stuff like this. Let's see. Let's see if this girl's active or not. Oh, God, my eye, ow, God, why they're always stabbing my eye? But yeah, we'll probably get. I want to get Yuko in this because I want to see as another trans girl, like where she stands on this and all that. Because, I was always curious about it. I know Clay brought that up to me, and it has me curious as well.
And if your brain
But
is
once a Yuko gets back to me, we'll bring her in.
set there, then I think it's best to refocus and look at these individuals as individuals, okay? You can find tons of bad people in every community.
Yep.
That said, there are a few things that I find inexcusable from a personal level, and it's beyond more than just what people are talking about. So let's actually dive in. Now, in this situation, I like to always delve deep into these situations and really try to come to the truth of the matter. And oftentimes, the truth is very nuanced. Now, this actual thing really sparked into the mainstream, where now there's 100,000 plus tweets that exist now.
And it's been trending for 3 days.
Now, this whole story has become a trending situation on the internet. And one of the actual, spearheads into this was a YouTuber known as Prism42.
Prism.
Now, Prism42.
I nenever watched the original. I think we need to watch the original. After Mudahar's video, if he didn't say much, we'll watch the original Prism video.
Made a 59-minute, 18-second long
Actually, no, we
video
won't.
going over the
minutes.
Ava Tyson story, and they actually jumped into showing some actual screenshots that were pretty wild when initially anybody read, okay?
Yeah.
So in the video that Prism42 had made, they were providing screenshots from Twitter, or X, I guess, and Discord as evidence in this situation. So I
I'm never
decided to
naming
look
it
at
X.
some of the messages that were showcased, and for instance, in this screenshot, it appeared that this person right here was the actual victim in question. All right, alleged victim. All right, this
Okay.
is this is Lava. All right, I'm just going to use that name for context purposes. So the messages in question were these. Okay, for instance, one of them was from Lava. Check again, CCASYT. Chris posts, I posted some fire nudes for you. Please,
Dang.
no share. So yeah,
Yeah.
immediately people looked at some of those messages and were like, "Whoa, that's
That's
sketchy."
a little it's a little on edge.
Over here,
Oh yeah,
that's
she's here.
$5.
Can you join me on stream MVP for men? Wanna ask your opinion on some things? We'll see if she does. This girl is here and I think active. And I can totally English chat. I can English and I promise. We'll see what she says. Because I think a Yuko would have a lot more of a stance on this than I do. Because I don't think, even though gender fluid falls underneath the trans, what Yuko's told me falls under the trans non-binary umbrella. I don't think I have much of a say in this than an actual trans girl. But here. Just here. Here, in DMs. Ask her if she says. Oh, I guess that's a yes. Hello. Oh.
Alright, what's up?
Oh, there you are. I was like, either I'm deaf or I'm not hearing you. I'm assuming you've been on Twitter.
Is it about Ava?
Yes.
What's up?
What I want to know your thoughts on this, because I don't think I have much of a say in this instead of an actual trans girl to talk about this.
I can actually just send you a link to my VOD and you can just like watch from that part. Because I talked about this already on stream. I just need to find the part.
I'm watching Mudahar's video on it as well.
Ew, Mutahar.
I watched Boyd's Criticals first.
No, the problem with all of these fuckers is that they keep like... Okay, so Mutahar apparently like used the wrong pronouns from what I know, and then Critical just constantly tried like avoiding the pronouns and just calling her Ava instead of like actually using pronouns. Okay, where's the thing? Where's the Ava thing?
I did not know you had spoken about this on stream.
I did.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about this on the stream, but I was like, you know what? I can make a clip, put something on my clips channel about this.
Okay, well, here, and it goes until like 4 hours 9, something like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Yuko.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Alright. We'll look at that. I'll look at that after this video. Let's see Yuko's opinion. I'm kind of curious.
Pathetic. JK. Wait till my Twitch revenue comes in. So initially when I was seeing this, a lot of the assumptions that this might have been DMs weren't really DMs. Those were obviously public interactions between people. And obviously when it comes to minors and adults on the internet, there should be a pretty hard gap in between these individuals. Now, I decided, in good journalistic integrity, to reach out to this individual, Lava.
I mean,
it turns out they
I
actually
also want
reached
to point
out
out, Lava did put out a thing on Twitter themselves that I saw, saying that they did nothing wrong at all, but I don't know how it ends.
I actually jumped into a call with them, talked about the situation, and they basically told me all the context right here. For instance, there is a rumor about a camping trip where I guess, they met up with the Mr. Beast individuals as a minor. And they had said, my family goes to North Carolina every year for vacation. We stay in a very nice camper at a nice campground. It happens to be 2 hours away from the Mr. Beast studio. And I'd been helping with some Beast gaming videos remotely at the time, instead of doing it remotely, okay? My parents drove me to the studio and met the entire crew. They knew where I was and met the crew before leaving. I helped record some videos and then my parents picked me up and left. This is where the picture is from when my face is blurred, and it was taken at the studio with multiple people there. So anyways, a tweet about a hentai addiction, okay? I don't think I have to explain my audience what hentai is, but I'm sure you can figure that out.
Isn't the hentai thing the thing about Shadman, I think?
At the time, Ava was a very public anime fan. I personally am not. Me too, buddy. The friend group we...
Who isn't an anime fan? If you're not an anime fan, who are you? Who are you? I need notes.
Had just randomly started saying he had a hentai addiction because it was funny and good inside joke. I was never shown any hentai, and there was never an attempt to show me it. Okay, fine. The Coming for America picture was sent to the group chat I was in, and not to me personally. It's just a funny picture. I was never sent anything explicit or asked to send anything explicit, vice versa. I'm not a victim of grooming, and if I was, I would have already come forward. I'm on the internet way more than an average person, and have seen multiple instances of people actually getting groomed. I'm not one of them. Please stop using my name to attack someone. There are real victims of SA and grooming that deserve to have their voices heard.
Okay.
Now, at this moment...
I will say this. He is saying that, and it feels like this is... I'm not going to say an exact replica of what happened with myself in Twitter, but it feels like it's going along the same kind of lines a little bit, even though I'm assuming everyone knew each other's age at the time.
Time, to be honest with you, I really can't just make somebody a victim if they keep claiming that they are not. And this is one of those things where obviously people had basically started to look at this whole controversial situation and wonder, is this realistically, just an actual really messed up situation? Or is this a possible politicized situation where because of what, Ava Tyson's, personal characteristics are, maybe it's used as a political topic point to make an entire group of people look like, groomers and whatnot, okay?
The thing is with that, I'm assuming Mudahar will talk about this. Hold on, let me pull it up on Twitter chat real quick. If you go to Twitter, and go to Ava's Twitter, there was basically remove all the tweets and Ben said this. The thing is, a lot of them have to give your comments, so they've already apologized. So.
But this is where a similar situation.
Take everything I say with a grain of salt.
I looked at about a month and a half ago, and in that situation, it was really a similar thing where I really had to basically tell the audience, I'm just looking at one bad person. Okay, I'm not trying to paint an entire community of people as bad. A lot of people self-report themselves when they don't look at a situation like this pretty critically. Now, that being said, I wanted to provide everything for context here. This also said, if you're in a group chat that intermixes adults with people under the age of 18, minors in this case, you probably shouldn't be deploying images that, state coming for America. That word should never even be uttered. The other thing is, when you got situations like hentai being mentioned as an adult, which you are in this situation, you should shut that down. This kind of stuff is never the fault of a minor, but as an adult, you absolutely have to fucking sanitize your jokes, no matter how edgy you think your group is, especially when you got people under the age of 18. It's just a terrible look. It's disgusting, and there really isn't any way you can spin it to somehow soften the blow. There's a lot of things that I've discovered in this entire situation where it really comes across as Ava Tyson actually being not a great person, okay? So let's get into things that we can actually somewhat reasonably confirm through the power of the internet, Wayback Archives, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
Now, according to, again, Now, according to Lava, who had actually told me that their interaction with this individual, Prism, was not something that was entirely discussed properly. They actually believed that they were more so applying for a job, from what I understand, versus actually discussing these entire situations.
What?
Which, again, if you're an interviewer or you're a journalist and you're not actually being upfront and honest about why you want to interact with the subject in the first place, that's already a big issue right there. So here's the thing. If you want to actually go and, drop some hardcore evidence on people, you probably want to do it in a realistic fashion. Honestly, this is one of those situations where people end up being sued for in a court because of, again, mishandled evidence and mishandled allegations like this. Now, of course, in this situation, I use allegations very heavily because, again, I don't really believe any of these messages on Discord or Snapchat or really anything unless I can actually refresh pages. But, we're already getting too deep into the weeds right now. Let me actually pull you into the next bit of allegations that have popped up about Ava.
Was it the Shadman stuff?
Twitter messages, all right, immediately I decided, sure, let me go check up, her actual Twitter account. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's completely wiped, which is obviously never a good sign, okay?
Yeah.
So the next bit of information that came out was another individual, a different individual that was 14 years of age, came out and showcased a Snapchat conversation with them and Chris Tyson. So immediately looking into this situation, you can see that Ava, Chris Tyson over here, they actually have a video recording showing an actual Snapchat account. So, of course, as you open this video up and you actually zoom in, you can see Tyson, let me actually get this is actually a little bit blurry. So, Tyson Nos YT, okay? 202,000
Tyson
followers,
Nosy,
vlogger, and so on and so forth. They're there to showcase actual messages, for instance, been stepped up, lol, thanks, dad, lol, keep it a secret, though, lol. What exactly is a secret? Let me read this. Hey, I don't know if you heard about my bathwater prank and how crazy it's gone, but my stock is actually sold out at the moment. I believe this is in reference to, I think it's Belle Delphine.
It is, yes, it's Belle at the bottom.
One of the gamer girls' bathwater stuff right over there. Things that you probably shouldn't be discussing with somebody who is under the age of 18. At least I would think. Now, of course, being that this is, again, a video, even if it is a video, I can't exactly 100% verify these messages, right? This is, again, allegation stuff.
But
it's pretty serious, okay?
You can't edit.
To talk about people
you can't edit anything on Snap, can you?
Then these are things that, we all have to cover, especially when we're dealing with one of the largest channels on YouTube. So, again, looking at some of these messages, you got emojis, of course, dad. This is the best Snapchat I've ever seen. So then there were some messages over here where they were explicitly speaking to a group of people, including, allegedly, one minor.
I know, dude, I would inside of that egg and then watch her eat it, and then watch her have with another man while she comments about how my can never satisfy her.
What that?
Whoa! Okay, I'm just
I didn't see.
Right short, okay? You already had me on come inside people, alright? That's not
I did not see that video.
It's a little haram.
I hope he gets cancer in the mouth.
Okay. I gotta say, that is one of the not good places.
I hope he goes his entire life not smoking a single cigarette, and then when he gets 80, he just gets with some dude with some cancer. He shoves it in his mouth and gets mouth cancer.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, if there's one minor in there, probably not a good thing to be saying. And of course, they started to also throw up archives of the original screenshot postings over here. For instance, if you look inside, this is an archive link right here by an account known as Young No Name. Now again, in this scenario, for instance, I wanted to see, hey, is this actually valid? Is this somebody's real actual account? And so I decided to look up Wayback Machine archives of this possible Snapchat account. So it turns out that account actually exists right here. It's an Ava Chris Tyson account, actually with 211,000 subscribers. And yes, you can see that this is the original archived thing. Tyson Nos YT. So immediately, where is this account now? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like it's deleted. So according to Snapchat as of now, that account doesn't seem to exist.
Wait,
now to me,
since when did Snapchat have a web browser version? This one I was never knew about.
An account gets deleted like that, especially so quickly after it's been brought into a spotlight, is not something that I personally find, really reassuring, so to speak. That also being said, when it comes to, again, any form of messages like this, especially when things appear to be stories that are publicly posted that are intermixed between what appears to be DMs, which is kind of how I'm understanding Snapchat. I'm not exactly perfect at it. I don't use Snap all that much. And by not all that much, I mean if at all. But the thing about it is, obviously,
I barely ever use Snap.
These messages, I don't have them viewed on my device. So everything that I see on the internet, I take with a complete grain of salt in this situation.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the interactions in that Discord conversation, if there was a minor present, and that was actually Chris and whatnot, these are not okay conversations or jokes to be making when a minor is present, period, right? So anyways, when I look at messages from all these people, I actually decided to reach out to the individuals in question the best that I can, and it really seems like whatever is actually present really isn't there. Now you might be wondering, okay, Muda, that's really what it is, then what's next? Well, what really comes next at this point, ladies and gentlemen, is the darker side. Now, just because these two big things are not exactly substantiated enough for me to make a video on, what I'm about to show you is actually really disgusting, again, from my perspective.
Oh, is it what I'm talking about?
Section, you have to understand an artist known as Shadman, okay?
Yeah, it's that one.
Shadman is a former YouTuber and
exactly
artist
what I thought.
known for creating Rule 34 art, and again, disgusting art, and most importantly, art that some would consider, lowly, for instance, right? Art that depicts younger-looking individuals.
Okay, yeah, this I knew. This I heard about.
Would resemble those under the age of 18. Now, this alone is not necessarily something that is completely illegal. In fact, the legality of it is different depending on where you live.
Yeah.
I personally don't care much for this art style and find it reprehensible in my personal opinion.
The U.S., I know, I'm pretty sure it's bannable.
What's really, really scary is when you actually come across an individual who has made actual depictions, dirty depictions of actual minors.
Yeah.
Now, one of the most infamous characters on the internet is Keemstar. Keemstar has a daughter.
That I read about the Keemstar incident.
Who was 7 years old. Shadman had depicted this individual, in a disgusting manner, okay? A sexualized manner, which, of course, obviously shouldn't have happened. And in fact, friend of the channel, Colossal is Crazy, actually even confronted him on this situation. Listen to this.
Hello? Can you hear me okay?
Hello, Colossal. Yes, I can.
No problem being on the stream. Apologies if I slur my words a bit. I just kind of got up a few hours ago.
No problem.
All this shit.
Nice mic.
Let me just be very clear. I was not calling you children. What I did was say what you did by drawing this picture, putting it in context on your website with a bunch of other pictures of little girls was especially considering it's Keemstar's daughter. He doesn't deserve that. Why target his daughter like that? And I felt that was but I'm not calling you a do you understand?
Totally understand. You understand that it was obviously part of like the controversial nature of the picture to post it under such context.
It started off as a controversial joke.
Yes.
You didn't go through with it.
I would have never.
You did draw a picture of Keemstar's daughter in kind of like, obviously she's not. I do feel like there are connotations regarding that picture. Would you agree?
I have not seen the art,
yes,
so
totally agree. Colossal,
I'm like only imagine.
I respect you like a hell of a lot, and just like man to man, if you think it would be better for me to take it down, I would take it down just out of respect to you.
If you could do that, I think that would be wonderful.
I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna take it down out of respect to Colossal.
I appreciate you doing that.
I'm gonna go do it, and obviously it's gonna be all over.
The picture is already out there, so.
This is not something that even Ava Tyson will probably disagree. Even Keemstar, who gets in joining talking about this, will tell you that, yes, Chris Tyson actually apparently supported this artist, Shadman.
I wonder if he actually did take it down.
His daughter at age 8 in a disgusting manner. That's a known fact, according to this Keemstar fella. Privately, me and Chris even had a conversation about this roughly a month ago, as it still upsets me. This is not misinformation. This is a fact, according to Keemstar. So yeah, it is without a doubt one of the more disgusting things that, exists. Now, Shadman, since that whole thing, has actually been arrested in Los Angeles for, guess what? Assault with a deadly weapon, as according to this arrest sheet right here.
Dang.
But beyond all of this, okay, Shadman is still back, actually still actively drawing, and this is somebody that has had kind of a connection to a lot of people in the Newgrounds artistic sphere. But we'll get to that in a bit. Now, in regards to Shadman drawing
I never get
human
Newgrounds
being
art
underage in a disgusting manner, underneath the United States obscenity laws, obscenity is not protected under the First Amendment's right to free speech, and violations and federal obscenity laws are criminal offenses. So while the United States has a, three-pronged Miller test, to go down to obscenity law and minors, federal law strictly prohibits the distribution of obscene matters to minors. Any transfer or attempt to transfer such materials to a minor under the age of 16, including over the internet, is punishable under federal law. It is also illegal to use misleading website domain names with intent to deceive a minor into viewing harmful or obscene materials. For example, using a cartoon character or children's television programs. But in this next paragraph, again, in addition, visual representations such as drawings, cartoons, or paintings that appear to depict minors engaged in activity are obscene are also illegal under federal law. So drawings, cartoons that I knew about are obscene and illegal under federal law. Okay, so again,
in the U.S.,
because this never went to a court, obviously I'm just bringing up to show you what obscenity law is and how it's actually not protected, and why the legality of some of these images are in question.
The thing is, I forget, isn't it? It's like illegal in Canada
like this
or something.
Content, you probably never want to financially support them whatsoever. Now again, the reason why Shadman was brought up into the story is yours truly, Ava Tyson, posted bonus fidget spinners. Again, I actually have the Wayback Machine link right over here, so no, this wasn't Inspect Elemented, this came right from the actual horse's mouth. Really like to throw in some extra autism at Shadbase. Now, this moment in time, I have to censor a lot of this image because it appears to be somebody that is not the age of 18, somebody that would fit that lowly criteria, so to speak. Now, this was posted all the way back in 2017.
We have to blur it on Twitter. Not on Twitter. YouTube is another thing.
People were definitely well within their mental faculties. But again, where people get really freaked out about it is when they start to look at frames of older videos on the Beats channel, and they find that you've got these individuals sitting down, and you got Jimmy staring at what appears to be the same exact image hung up on the wall, allegedly at Ava's home. Now, it's one thing supporting a pretty terrible artist in that regard. It's another thing hanging up that filth in your fucking house. Now, I think that's a rightful thing to criticize anybody for, and it doesn't have anything to do with their intrinsic characteristics, like being transgender. It has more to do with them being a fucking weird person. So again, because of the scrutiny that this individual gets, what effectively happens was old Reddit accounts started popping up. Now, according to the internet, they had started to look into older accounts right over here. And
Reddit, I didn't know about.
Linked to a Reddit account known as Tyson Boy 34.
That's Imgur.
One that we'll find out actually has a YouTube channel later on, and it gets even weirder. So, according to archives that were captured, Tyson Boy would basically just post things like, no second monitor to have hentai constantly playing, not good enough for this boy, allegedly being posted. And of course, you had other things like, Shadman is gonna love this. What would Shadman allegedly love? The Pixar's Incredible 2 trailer. Whoo, that's filthy. For instance, 4chan, right over here on the old 4chan thread. Tyson Boy says, why would you use your VR headset for anything other than 3D? That's a little too filthy for the internet, man. 3D, lowly, gang. Boom.
I thought
obviously some of these are dirtier jokes, but in the grand scheme of things, again, the one mention about Shadman really wasn't something that I was comfortable reading. So of course, throughout all this, ladies and gentlemen, the next bit that I'm about to show you is probably the reason that I'm even making this video to begin with. Now, one of the things that was posted by Ava Tyson was something alleged to their old YouTube channel where they were sharing revenge, photography photos with their actual audience of famous Nickelodeon star Jeanette McCurdy.
Yeah.
So when I saw this in a video, immediately in my head, I have to actually research this before I even run through
I
it.
saw this,
because
but
again, with the
because
internet,
I don't trust, but I still don't trust Drama Alert much.
do a modicum of research, or you look up the actual archives, then you are possibly slandering an individual. So to go down this rabbit hole and to prove that the video that you saw in that allegation actually belonged to Chris Tyson, let's go look up things like the MrBeast Wiki, where they actually go to Chris Tyson and they start showing the Tyson YouTube channel. So that one apparently doesn't exist. YouTube.com/C/Chris. Okay. So anyways, looking up, again, older accounts, for instance, right over here, I looked up Tyson Boy 34, again, name pretty similar to the Reddit account. You can see that Tyson Boy 34 posted a video called Call of Duty Ghost Dogs Make Me Rage, 28-second clip, and it appears to show who is, Ava Tyson, a lot younger back in the day, 10 years ago. So in this post, you can see that MrBeast is posting out LMAO. I know you came here from his channel info. This channel hasn't been used in a long time. So actual interaction from an official MrBeast channel. And again, it takes a simple click on this to see that, yes, this is the actual MrBeast channel, not some fucking clone. And it's reasonable to assume as well, too, and to go into it, is when I looked at a lot of these big YouTube Wikitubia pages, which again went over, Ava's actual, YouTube profile, their wiki description over here. One of the things that they were also linked to from here was that Tyson Boy 34 account. Now, again, this, with the interaction of MrBeast,
the thing is, was that there?
There's a reasonable expectation that this belongs to Ava Tyson, okay? So when I'm looking through this channel, literally 10 years ago with 85,000 views, Jeanette McCurdy picture leak info plus link. Not looking fucking good, that's for sure. So immediately looking into it, I decided, sure, let's click down, and lo and behold, that appears to be good old Chris Tyson, posted 10 years ago, long before the days of artificial intelligence. So let's listen to what, Ava Tyson back in the day has to say.
How's it going, you guys? So recently everybody's been hearing about the Jeanette McCurdy leak of her photos. And
my brother just sent me a TikTok.
Wondering about it, so I decided to do this little video to my 20 subscribers that may care, may not care, and if you guys are watching, thank you for watching it. But first off, what the story is, she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out, and she is a very popular Nickelodeon star on the show iCarly. And
so, before anybody goes, Muda, he was young back then. To give an idea, I believe that Ava Tyson was born in 96. I'm 94. So, back in 2014,
for me, I thought that was their actual age.
That they were just turning 18.
I just thought of that.
Yeah, you're looking at somebody who would probably be 18 years of age at the time, right? When I was young, I knew at the time, uploading, even when I was 16, 18, 20, whatever, uploading images that an ex-boyfriend leaked out of somebody or an ex-girlfriend leaked out falls under what is known as revenge pornography. It is never okay, all right? Just because you are a minor at the time, telling people, hey, go to this link or check this out. Maybe I'm not endorsing it, but I'll definitely link it in my YouTube channel. That's never okay, all right? 100%. It's a shady, disgusting thing to do. And again, for people who are but this was 10 years ago, Muda, people change. This is the same group of people that will immediately dogpile me or anybody else for things that they would find in my past to use against me.
I will say this. Some people can change, but does it help what they've done previously? Heck no. It does not at all. And good luck with that. Good luck pulling that out.
So, yeah, I really don't give a fuck if people are looking up things in the past. And honestly, this kind of shit doesn't age well, at all, all right? It's disgusting back then. It is known to be disgusting back then.
Not at all.
It's disgusting now. Let's listen more.
Sam and Cat. And so, first off, what you'll probably be seeing is the pulling of the show. It'll probably be taken off the air. Second off, you'll probably see the photos get taken down at some point tonight, maybe tomorrow, because Nickelodeon has that kind of power. But the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it.
I'm not endorsing anybody check out revenge pornography or
Yeah.
leaked photos. But yeah, the link's in the description below, bro.
Yeah, he
Wild
endorses
shit.
it.
It's
still.
kind of crazy how people are like, whoa. Maybe you shouldn't be sharing somebody's personal, private stuff, even if it is available on a public ClearNet page on the internet.
Yeah.
Probably isn't good to share it.
Exactly.
And yes, this person is a giant hypocrite based on what I'm about to show you.
First off, what I have to say though is that when you look on the news, you see people, they've leaked nudes from their girlfriend at a high school, and that girl kills herself. It's a tragic story. Everybody calls the guy a bully. But yeah, when people like Perez Hilton do it, it's considered entertainment.
So he's bringing up some cockroach e-celebrity shitbag like Perez Hilton and thinking, yeah, it's okay now if I do it. Anyways, you go to their actual link, I shit you not, they actually still have one that goes to Hollywood Life. So yeah, even tagged it up and everything. I do not support the leak, and I'm not condoning these actions. Dog, you just shared the actual link right there. And yes, it is the actual link, because when I put it into Wayback Machine, I do come across what appears to be leaked images that should not have been leaked and shared around. And yes, this person literally linked to a website right there. Now, this actually baffles me because I would think, damn, why would anybody like this do that kind
I don't know why it worked. That's crazy. I'm assuming Hollywood Life is I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming maybe it's a what do you call it? I can't think of what it's called. I'm blanking here. Files hosting server.
Everything. I do not support the leak, and I'm not condoning these
Is that
actions.
I'm curious
Dog,
now.
you just shared the actual link right there. And yes, it is the actual link, because when I put it into Wayback Machine, I do come across what appears to be leaked images that should not have been leaked and shared around. And yes, this person literally linked to a website right there. Now, this actually baffles me because I would think, damn, why would anybody like this
Okay,
do that
what that
kind of
is
behavior?
basically
And
just,
again,
yeah, that's
going
what
back
it's the
to,
news article.
Ava
News
Tyson's
site.
page, I decided, man, maybe I should ask them about all of this stuff straight up. So I noticed, wow, I have the messages. Do I have DMs with Ava Tyson? I don't remember it having any DM information or contact. Turns out, ladies and gentlemen, she actually did try contacting me at some point in May 13. What did I do in May? I talked about Keffels. And because of this, it basically sparked a bit of a, transgender panic and discussion on, a lot of popular Reddit boards. And to this day, I'm still basically fighting off accusations of transphobia. Now, Chris hits me up in the middle of a drive back home from New York and says, so glad you said there's legit info on Kiwi. She's referring to Kiwi Farms. Legit being people telling people to go to my house and, do something bad. That website is the reason my child has a gun pointed at him by cops. They renamed my family businesses on Google, harass and dox my family members to the point where they don't talk to me anymore, and are the reasons I had to move. So thank you for sending more eyes to the bottom of the barrel of the internet, where transphobia is encouraged by the creator who enjoys and has encouraged doxes of me, because they think that I am a Jewish person being paid by Disney to transition.
Dang.
Now, this is a very wild accusation, because if Ava took maybe even 5 minutes out of her life to watch the video that she is so hard on criticizing, then she would realize that I actually decry what the actual website would do if it means harassing and doxing anyone. There's no actual, way that anybody can approve of that kind of behavior. It's fucked up.
It is.
I believe the reason why, Chris Tyson dislikes a lot of online message boards and image boards and places like Kiwi Farms is they're the only people that are actually cataloging archive links of this stuff right there. A lot of creators and researchers on the internet and people who dig up stuff like this actually use that website, okay? I'm just going to be honest, that's just how it kind of works behind the scenes. Anybody that says otherwise, most often than not, is a little too cowardly to admit that they've maybe accessed the website. But to give you an idea about this situation, I don't condone any of this negative behavior, especially when people are harassing and doxing and attacking family members or even the person themselves. There's just no justification for it. But I find it very hypocritical how this person, even if it's 10 years ago, felt that they decided to put a link to another girl's nudes, young girl, by the way, okay? Obviously, she didn't enjoy that whatsoever. It was disgusting then, and it's disgusting now. How this person, even if I didn't even directly link any of this, in fact, I never threw anything like that on my channel anyways, and they're getting mad at me for linking people in some weird proxy way to personal information, even though I very much have not. This is incredibly hypocritical, and one of the things that fucking made me laugh when I was putting the docket together for this video on such short notice. Look, at the end of the day, I don't think that Ava Tyson is a good person. I think Mr. Beast keeps some bad company. And there are two actual situations, the Shadman stuff and this Jeanette McCurdy situation, that are incredibly disgusting things that should absolutely be viewed with complete scrutiny.
I agree.
These things are ultimately buddied behind waves of grooming or, these messages being shared that have still yet to be properly confirmed or actually vetted. I feel like if you want to nail somebody for disgusting behavior, you might as well stick to things that are actually a little bit more solid than just standard Discord messages or Snapchat messages or whatnot. Look, I think hyping up a lowly artist, and it's not just Ava that did it, by the way. There's plenty of Newground artists that have done this behavior. I believe Belle Delphine is even attached to it as well, too. A lot of people have. As well as plenty of other, e-girls on the internet. I think like that Kiwi Sunset girl as well, too. I believe even you've got individuals like Aaron Hansen or people related close to him. Look, the point is, I'm not throwing Chris Tyson exclusively.
What is the camera focusing, though?
Here. I'm just...
The camera's focusing on, like, weird things.
A group of people back then who decided to be adjacent to this disgusting artist, and that's not a good look. All right, putting up art like that is not a good look. And again, this Jeanette McCurdy stuff, it is actually disgusting to look at. It makes me want to fucking throw up because it's filthy. But yeah, Ava Tyson, all the way in the internet. And honestly, deep diving into this individual has not made me look at them with a clean bill of health. Absolutely disgusting behavior.
The thing is, did he never talk about
something that honestly
the new
really
stuff that came out?
Given how much this person just constantly tries to hide away. In this entire editing process, though,
he did.
Chris Tyson actually ended up coming out with an actual apology. Or a non-apology, as I would say. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior
I don't know if
or
it's
comments
more.
if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent.
What? What?
Past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent.
Why did they cut it off so quick? That's crazy. All right. I want to look at the Yukos. What did the Yukos say about all this crap? About all this stuff? I forget what timer she said, but she said this is her VOD. Go check out a Yuko if you've not already. Please say she has not had YouTube open and it's been muted.
What's my intensity? Honestly real of her. Obviously the comments are going to be what they're going to be. But that's literally some fucking randoms. Like what the fuck are these accounts, bruh?
Hypex. Other than Hypex is the only one I know in the comments on this.
Of course this retard is here. God damn it. Fuck off.
Dang. I'm gonna pop this over here just so I don't have her chat open. Not to get into Yuko's chat, but.
Why the fuck are people... Okay, wait. What's people's problem with this? I don't really get this. it's not explicit or anything.
I don't know. She probably knows, but her chat explained it. I meant.
It's just a silly picture. Like it's just her toddler in high heels.
Yeah, people are mad about the high heels part.
Like what? It's just like, why would she do it?
Basically, yeah. Why? That's what people are wondering.
I mean, it's not explicit or anything. I know parents are like often doing silly stuff to their kid. Okay, there's parents that, you know, obviously they like photograph
Also,
whatever the fuck their kids are doing. That's like,
hold on here. I'll move myself. I'll move myself over here so you guys can see
Some
Yuko.
parents go
So we can see Yuko.
worse. Like worse than putting their kid in high heels to take a non-explicit picture. That's not even suggestive in any way.
I agree.
I wore my mom's high-heeled cowboy boots as a kid. I would lol every time if I saw it. If I had a pic of it, real.
Bang.
Of course, this guy is here, bruh.
Yeah.
Why is this not on top? What?
That's just broken. That's Twitter broken. So it seems like basically what Yuko is saying here doesn't matter. For when was it? 4 hours? So we have like 4.
I don't know. Listen, the stuff she did in the past, I agree, it's fucking weird. Like, okay, look at this. 2018. Right?
Yeah.
2018. I don't know how old is this, but considering this says Chris Tyson, like, you know, with CH, it's probably also old as fuck. 2016. Yeah. This shit is about to be like 10 years old.
So I'm assuming
that was 2023 with Pick of Tucker. Yeah, but the thing that is that the Pick of Tucker isn't even anything bad in my opinion. It's not suggestive. It's not explicit. It's just silly.
I could say it both ways.
It's just her kid in high heels.
That the internet. I'm gonna pause this. There. The internet be the internet. You know, we don't. You will have people on Twitter be idiots and read. I'll say I'm with Yuko on this a little bit, where that I physically do not see anything wrong with the picture, but there could be people on the internet that will, knowing the internet, which are people are dumb as a sack of bricks sometimes on Twitter. But yeah.
Force feminizing your child. No, but like, what I hate the most about the situation is how fast people came to like their conclusion, how fast people like jumped on the hate train. You know? The same day the allegations came out or whatever, which are literally shit from like 5-6 years ago or whatever. And
Why is SpongeBob trending? I just noticed
the guy
that.
that like apparently was groomed or whatever, literally constantly says that no, it's not true. It's taken out of context. Ava did nothing wrong. And people just literally straight up jumped on the hate wagon, completely disregard anything Lava said, claiming like, oh, you're literally a victim of grooming. Of how much did you get paid to say this?
Yep.
Blah 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 blah
Top
blah
comment.
blah blah blah. How, like, why?
Okay, I agree with what
Does this phrase see anything else?
you were saying it too. About the
It's not
dialect
just
stuff.
the
Yeah.
phrase though. I saw like actual, like a fucking, like some people with like trans flags in their bios and like display names, also jumping on this hate wagon.
It's Twitter, Yuko. That's what you gotta learn. You gotta learn that, Yuko. People on Twitter are stupid all the time. Majority of the time. Until they get it right.
It's fucking stupid. Overgeneralize. Yeah. I saw someone get 100k likes, then Lava talked with them and they took it back, maybe just uninformed.
Dang.
Yeah, like Lava keeps saying that Ava did nothing wrong. Any like interview they're going to have, Lava is just keep going to say that Ava did nothing wrong. But people just saw like years old screenshots that are apparently taken out of context. And they just immediately said that, yeah, Ava is
The out
a
of context, it's far-fetched. I might be
try
for
to
me.
always be willing to accept that it's ignorance and not malice, but age has made me more on guard.
I'm sorry,
I feel
Yuko,
like
but
I don't know, cause okay,
oh, Claudia. I was like, are you going for Cloudful?
as Cloudy said, where is it? Yeah. I feel like we all maybe jumped to assume that a trans woman who is constantly being slandered as a pedophile was actually a pedophile here a bit too quickly. If you want to criticize her for buying art from Shatman, be my guest. I'm not here to defend her. This part is about the allegations saying she groomed and sexually assaulted a minor being false.
Hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is that all this shit, like Shatman, whatever the fuck, that was also from like literal years ago, where Ava was a completely different person.
The thing is with the Shadow and stuff, people will hold that grudge against it. No matter how old it is. You gotta know that.
Because look, Lava just keeps saying it's lies and twisting the truth. She did nothing wrong other than edgy jokes. And everyone's like, this is called grooming. You've been groomed. How much did they pay you? Like
Dang.
Like what?
Dang. I got paused.
Like bruh.
Anything else? Anything else I need to see from Yuko?
Ava transitioned after Ava said, "Hey, I'm trans," and then like I've been taking HRT for a while, blah 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 blah. People are like, "Oh my god, look at what has she done like 20 years ago. What the fuck?" I think Shadman is a psycho creeper and being a fan of him is gross. Yeah, exactly.
Alright. I think basically the conclusion here at this point is literally just like in the thing Ava did, at least where I am standing here. Ava has posted some crazy things, but until Lava or people who say that, or Lava says that yes, the allegation, or come back and somehow says yes, the allegations are true or whatnot, then against Ava, then that's when things will go and change. At least I don't know fully, but we just need to see like where that stands, because right now we still only have the tweets. I'll say this: not really good thing like supporting Shadman, which is a child pornograph or artist, but actual like I don't know. I'm just saying it here on my end here.